In this podcast episode, Richard Cooper, entrepreneur and author of The Unplugged Alpha, shares candid insights into men's self-development, relationships, dating dynamics, and how to navigate life as a man in today's world. Covering topics from men's attraction and retention in relationships, managing social media exposure, and the complex realities of marriage and family law, to the importance of personal growth and understanding women's nature, Cooper offers practical advice for men striving to create value and live freely while maintaining healthy boundaries. Richard emphasizes that attraction is typically not the difficult part for men. Rather, it is retention and navigating the complicated dynamics that follow. Men often struggle with maintaining a good relationship experience after the initial honeymoon phase ends, as partners tend to test boundaries and grow more challenging to live with. Cooper highlights that many men make the mistake of over-accommodating, becoming nice guys, who lose the woman's interest despite doing everything right. He advocates for men to maintain their personal standards and to lean into their authentic selves, standing their ground rather than constantly bending to their partner's demands. A key concept discussed is the difference between commitment and sexual exclusivity. While women overwhelmingly desire full commitment, including monogamy, many men naturally have a desire for variety in sexual partners. Cooper explains that women often struggle to understand this aspect of male nature, as their own commitment triggers invisibility of other men in their eyes, creating an imbalance of expectations. He asserts that when women relax strict expectations around sexual exclusivity, their chances to secure and retain high-value men increase. Men being honest about their needs while managing relationships thoughtfully is essential. Cooper critiques the modern assumption that long-term couples should cohabit. He presents the three IDs: proximity, familiarity, and exclusivity, and argues that proximity and familiarity can create problems due to overfamiliarity, causing friction. Maintaining separate households while dating or in committed relationships can help manage these issues and preserve attraction. Particularly for men focused on career and success, not living together offers more control and reduces relationship management stress. Having experienced divorce himself, Cooper offers a sobering view of marriage in Western societies, especially concerning family law. He explains that courts often favor women in custody and financial matters, leaving men at a disadvantage after separation. Men bear full financial responsibility even when affection and sexual relations cease post-divorce. He advises men to evaluate marriage carefully, to have prenuptial agreements, and to consider legal jurisdictions with more balanced family laws. Cooper questions the traditional institution of marriage, noting its origin was more about alliances and acquisition of in-laws than love or companionship. Richard warns against showcasing intimate relationships publicly on social media, calling it an attack vector that can invite external problems. Publicly broadcasting a partner's provocative images or sharing relationship details openly increases the risk of jealousy, embarrassment, and potential breakups. He urges men to keep their romantic lives private and to caution partners about oversharing. Social media behavior of women in long-term relationships can be indicative of their values and respect for the relationship. Cooper shares his framework for vetting women, differentiating between red flags and green flags. Tattoos often signal trauma or masculine behavior and are frequently linked to problematic traits, though not universally. Red flags include feminist attitudes, high sexual partner counts, boss girl mentality, and lack of respect for men or masculinity. Green flags, he praises, are nurturing behavior, being useful within the man's life, and the ability to cultivate positive relationships with his family. Importantly, positive paternal relationships in women are a strong indicator of respect for men. He advises men not to expect women to fulfill emotional or intellectual needs beyond their natural capabilities, recognizing innate differences in male and female roles and behaviors. Deep, strategic conversations belong mostly among men, while women provide companionship and different forms of support. Expecting women to be emotional equals or intellectual partners in every aspect often leads to disappointment and vice versa. Understanding and accepting these differences helps create more effective and fulfilling relationships. Both men and women want more from their partners than they themselves sometimes can deliver. Cooper encourages men, especially in their 20s and 30s, to focus on building value for themselves, career success, financial independence, personal excellence, before fully investing in long-term relationships. Women generally have more patience with younger men who are still developing, but as men age, financial stability becomes crucial to maintaining attraction and relationship success. Pursuing a clear purpose and creating independent value is foundational. According to Cooper, urban Western settings, especially coastal cities, tend to be challenging for finding quality women due to prevalent progressive values, high partner counts, and personal baggage. He notes that genuinely good quality women, those with strong family ties, desire for motherhood, and feminine values, are becoming rarer and likely to be younger and found in less urban, more traditional environments. Men need to be aware of these regional and cultural differences when selecting a partner. Discussing historical and contemporary polygamous arrangements, Cooper explains that many successful men in history maintained multiple women, wives, or concubines. While modern Western legal and social systems complicate such arrangements, some men still pursue it with careful risk management. However, this lifestyle brings complexity, financial responsibility, and emotional challenges. Islam is noted as one religious framework with structured guidance for polygamy, but Cooper emphasizes that juggling multiple partners requires advanced game and caution. For busy entrepreneurs and men focused on success, Cooper stresses the importance of setting clear boundaries around time and energy. Men should not yield to excessive demands that pull them away from their purpose. It is essential to allocate limited time wisely and maintain focus on career and self-development. While some compromise is inevitable, men must resist over-sacrificing to appease partners, as it often leads to resentment and loss of attraction. Cooper highlights the significant impact that women's social circles have on relationships. Women's decisions and expectations are often influenced by friends, family, and social groups rather than solely between the couple. This council mentality can shift relationship dynamics unexpectedly. Men should be mindful of their partner's social environment, as peer influence can catalyze breaks, divorces, or increased demands. Richard encourages men to embrace accountability when relationships fail and to use setbacks as learning opportunities. He stresses the problem-solving nature of men and the importance of confronting uncomfortable truths about dating and relationships rather than blaming women or external factors. Men who lean into the difficult aspects of understanding female behavior and their own mistakes along the way can improve and level up to better outcomes. Finally, Cooper discusses the critical considerations men should have before having children. He warns against rushing into fatherhood and suggests a long vetting period to assess a partner's suitability, including behavior under stress, family integration, and values. Separation can lead to complicated financial and custodial arrangements. Men should evaluate how many children they want, whether with one or multiple women, and consider their ability to provide stable environments. The importance of male authority within the family is underscored as a component often lacking in modern Western parenting structures.